Sometimes, the dislike others feel toward you has little to do with what you've done, and everything to do with what you unknowingly represent. Welcome to part 1 of this 5-part series where we explore the hidden, often unspoken reasons why people may hate you. Not every smile hides warmth, and not every scowl comes with a reason you can see. Have you ever noticed how some people react negatively to you, even when you've done nothing at all? It may be because you unknowingly mirror their deepest insecurities. Your confidence may remind them of their self-doubt. Your success might expose their regrets, and your peace could amplify their chaos. In essence, you become a living reflection of what they fear they lack. People pleasers are praised, but those who draw the line, often vilified. When you set boundaries, you're silently telling others, I have limits, I value my time, I respect myself. To some, the tawa TM's admirable. To others, especially those who once benefited from your silence, itawas TM's threatening. So they resist, they resent, they hate. People often craft expectations of you, boxes, labels, assumptions. And when you evolve beyond those roles, it disrupts their perception. Suddenly, you're unpredictable, uncontrollable. That unpredictability breeds discomfort, and discomfort can morph into dislike, especially when your growth threatens their static sense of self. You speak when silence is expected. You question norms. You disrupt patterns. To some, that makes you bold. To others, it makes you a threat. Most people crave comfort, even if it comes from dysfunction. And when you challenge the environment they've grown used to, their instinct may be to push back, label you, or simply dislike you. Whether it's your joy, your discipline, your creativity, or your presence, you may embody traits others deeply desire but have yet to cultivate within themselves. And rather than turn inward to grow, some project outward to blame. Hatred is often admiration, twisted by pain. Sometimes hate doesn't scream. It simmers, quiet, subtle, hidden in glances, avoidance, or cold civility. In this second part of our series, we uncover 5 deeper, often overlooked psychological reasons why people may hate you, even when you've done nothing wrong. Power isn't always loud. It doesn't need status, money, or position. Sometimes your presence alone is powerful. The way you carry yourself, how little you seek approval, or your calm in chaos. To insecure minds, this threatens their sense of control or relevance. They may hate you, not for what you've done, but for how you make them feel about themselves. In a world obsessed with comparison, not competing is radical. When you detach from validation games, the race for attention, the need to outshine, you remove the battlefield. And for some, that AOTM's enraging, because they were prepared to fight for a war you've already walked away from. Your refusal to play feels like arrogance to those who need the game to feel worthy. Manipulative people rely on subtle control, guilt, flattery, silence, shame. But when you see through it, when you remain unmoved, they lose their grip, their tactics fail, and instead of adjusting, they resent. Because nothing frustrates a manipulator more than a mind that cannot be swayed. Your ambition, creativity, or joy might act as an unintentional spotlight on someone else's stagnation. They chose comfort. You chose growth. And your very existence becomes a quiet reminder of the dreams they abandoned. So instead of changing themselves, they may begin to hate what you represent. Self-respect isn't loud. It's a quiet confidence, the way you say no without guilt, walk away without drama, and speak your truth without fear. But to those used to people-pleasing, it can feel cold, even offensive. You teach them without words, that boundaries are healthy, and that lesson can be painful to those still living without them. The more you heal, the more you'll trigger the unhealed. And often, hate is just the echo of someone TM's own discomfort, bouncing off the walls of your strength. It's one of the most painful truths to accept. The better your life gets, the more quietly people may start to dislike you. Not because you've wronged them, but because your happiness, your light, reminds them of everything they've denied themselves. Some people have built their identity around suffering, around struggle, around bitterness. So when you choose joy, optimism, or healing, it challenges that identity. Your happiness feels like betrayal, because if you can be free, maybe they always could have been too. Emotional intelligence isn't just rare, it's powerful. When you communicate clearly, hold space for others, and remain calm in tension, it disrupts the reactive patterns people are used to. To someone who thrives on emotional drama, your stability is threatening. They may confuse your self-control with superiority and silently grow resentful. Some people wait their whole lives for validation, approval, the go-ahead to be great. But you stepped into your light without asking. You moved forward without consensus. You expressed joy without needing applause. That kind of inner freedom offends those still waiting to be told it's okay to be themselves. People bond over shared wounds, shared habits, shared limitations. But when you grow, evolve, rise, those bonds start to stretch. You stop engaging in gossip. You drop toxic routines. You crave meaning, not noise. And suddenly they don't recognize you. Or worse, they feel abandoned by your evolution. Most people are searching for more, for better, for next. But when you sit in stillness, not because you are lazy, but because you are fulfilled, it creates discomfort. Why? Because contentment is foreign to those addicted to the chase. They wonder, what do you have that I don't? What did you figure out that I haven't? And instead of asking, some simply judge, criticize, or quietly hate. You don't have to shrink your joy to be accepted, or dim your light to avoid envy. The truth is, some will hate you simply because you've dared to love yourself. Not all hate is loud. Sometimes it hides behind politeness, fake support, even friendship. In this fourth part of our series, we reveal 5 subtle but powerful signs that someone might secretly resent you, and what their silence is really saying. You tell them about a promotion, a milestone, a breakthrough. They smile, but their words shrink the moment. Oh, must be nice. I guess it's easier for you. Or, well, we'll see how long that lasts. It's not support. It's subtle sabotage. When someone can't celebrate your wins, they may secretly wish you hadn't had them at all. They joke about your appearance, your personality, your choices, and when you react, they say, relax, I'm just kidding. But you're not imagining it. Those jokes carry edge, intention, meaning. Humor is often how resentment slips through undetected, disguised as banter, but built from bitterness. They're active, engaged, until you post something you're proud of. Then, silence. They skip your celebrations, they ghost your good news, they disappear when you need support most. Why? Because your joy forces them to confront what they haven't achieved, and they punish you with absence. They praise you, but it's layered. Oh, you actually look really good in that. TM. Can believe you pulled that off. TM. TM's flattery that leaves you confused. Compliments with a sting. Praise, poisoned by comparison. TM's not admiration. It's masked envy. They adopt your language, your style, your ideas, yet subtly mock or criticize you in the same breath. It's a mix of admiration and resentment. They want what you have, but hate that you had it first. So they copy you, but never credit you. They echo you, but never uplift you. The harsh truth? Some people are close at war, not because they love you but because they want to monitor you. Their resentment is quiet, but if you listen closely, it's always there. Not everyone will like you, and some will hate you, quietly, openly, for reasons that may have nothing to do with you. But your peace, your energy, that's yours to protect. In this final chapter, we'll explore 5 powerful ways to safeguard your heart and move forward, stronger than ever. Hatred often reveals more about the hater's wounds than your worth. When you remember this, you stop taking it personally. Their resentment is their burden, not yours to carry. Protecting your peace doesn't mean building walls of anger. It means clearly defining what you will accept, and gently but firmly saying no to toxicity. Boundaries are acts of self-love, not punishment. You have control over who and what you allow into your mental space. Mute the voices that drain you. Step back from those who constantly project negativity. Your environment shapes your peace. Be kind to yourself when faced with hate. Recognize your worth beyond others' opinions. Build resilience by celebrating your progress, no matter how small. The ultimate freedom lies in seeking validation from within, not from others. Keep growing, keep evolving, regardless of who cheers you on, because peace blooms where self-approval grows. Hatred may be inevitable, but bitterness does not seem to have to be. Protect your peace, honor your journey, and remember, your light is worth shining, no matter who tries to dim it. Thank you for joining this series. If it resonated, like, subscribe, and share your story below.